One of the beautiful things of working in rural life is seeing the handiwork of God. The beauty of a waterfall, the beautiful mountains, the beautiful farms, the beautiful fields where these men and women live and raise families. You see God in His creation. Catholic Rural Life is a national Catholic organization focused on rural America. Father Edwin V. O'Hara founded this organization in 1923. His vision is to see thriving rural communities, thriving families, thriving parishes, focused on applying the Catholic teaching to all the challenges facing rural America today. And to continue to focus on sustainable agriculture, on providing pastoral support for all those pastors who are covering multiple parishes in rural America.
I get to have an organization that feeds me information about how to integrate my spirituality with agriculture, working with the soil and putting a seed in the soil and it comes out of the ground and produces a crop. How else could it happen other than through the eyes of God and through God's intervention in creation?
We won't have any of this without the grace of God. So just, asking for God to grant us the passion and joy to take care of His creatures and His land and grant us the strength and the wisdom to succeed.
We take these elements that God's given us, and this happens. If you just stand still, it's just amazing how many things start showing up. You have birds showing up, you have butterflies showing up. I walk through and it blows my mind that in a square foot, there could be so many different kinds of plants.
That's a baby cow! Every time we come outside, it feels like such a beautiful gift. And I really wanted that for my kids. I wanted them to have that sense of adventure, to know the responsibility of taking care of animals, and also contemplate this creation that we've been given.
Catholic Rural Life is launching an ambitious, comprehensive campaign called Sowing Seeds for Faith and Growth in Rural America. We want to expand our programming in Thriving in Rural Ministry, which is a retreat program for pastors who are covering multiple parishes in rural communities, but also expand our chapters from 27 to 60 over the next 3.5 years. This ministry has been around for 100 years, and we want to see it grow and expand for another 100 years because there's so much work to do in rural America.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the
These
Holy
retreats for the priests are very important. When we engage into a retreat experience, it feeds our spiritual life. It's a time to spend with the Lord in a very focused way, and so that we can receive this deeper life that the Lord desires for us, but also we can receive it in community with the other priests.
We offer you, Lord, the sacrifice of
These priests have 2, 3, 4 parishes, and it can be very emotionally and physically draining for them. And we help build that community around them, not feeling alone, feeling like you've got the support, you got brothers who you can reach out to and who are sharing the same experience for you, and also to feel the support from the church.
This program really helps a lot, bringing our challenges together, our ideas together. It opens you up to so many realities, because sometimes you feel you are isolated. So it makes you more engaged in working and then admiring the gift of nature that God has blessed you with.
Well, it had opened my eyes that I didn't know how much is out there about ministry for the rural places. So I'm glad that I came, because I know that I can have a connection now with the Catholic Rural Life.
Very important to understand how the place affects my life and even my ministry. We need to understand better the reality in the rural life, and also the need for us to be equipped to help and to serve those people better.
There are over 60 million people that live in rural America today. That represents about 17% of our population. Sowing Seeds for Faith and Growth in Rural America has a vision to expand to 60 chapters to cover the whole United States in rural America.
To be a part of a chapter is to be a part of a farming family, in a larger way, where you can find support, not only in the life as a farmer, but in a life of faith.
These chapters are designed to bring people together and say, hey, there's an organization for people just like you who love Christ and also see His creation as a way of feeling our connectedness to him. They'll support picnics, they'll do special like novenas, they will do a blessing of the seeds before they go out and plant.
We need to find agricultural faith leaders that recognize what's around them and what benefit that is, and so the Catholic Rural Life can support those people to lift everyone up.
Part of that is to educate the young grade school kids about agriculture, about planting seeds, about identifying certain plants, how the seeds grow. And it's about bringing God into our life and what we do.
Building community is very important, whether you're in an urban area or rural area. We're all part of the same church. We all have a different role to play.
We need to, as Catholic Rural Life, be able to have the financial resources in order to bring our mission to others and to really serve. It's imperative. We have to really be compelled to support our priests and rural communities in order that our diocese and our church can flourish.
We all have moments that we see God's creation, whether it's a walk in the park, or whether it's being on a farm, or whether it's having a small garden in your backyard. And this is a really unique way of bringing all these different people together in a mindset of being grateful for what we have been given. God wants us to be good stewards, so if we can show we can be responsible with a little, then He's going to trust us with a lot.
And the sowing seeds for faith and growth in Catholic Rural Life, this is the time to really be able to leverage our 100th anniversary to launch us into this next century of our work. The only way we can do that is with your financial support, to be able to build those leaders, to be able to expand our outreach to all those who are living in rural America today.